everyone, I'm Eliza and I'm here with Dave Stevens, one of our product specialists here at Newbold Toyota. And today, what's new at Newbold is the 2024 Tacoma Limited. This is a very sweet truck, and in the line of Toyota's Tacomas are one of the #1 selling trucks in America for quite some time. So
19 years. It's been the small truck leader for 19 years. And this is I don't get real excited all the time, but this truck is super unbelievably, the expectations were high for what Toyota was going to come out with. And I think they've exceeded my expectations as well as a lot of the customers too. So yeah.
It is, you just look at it and the design is different and the lines flow and it makes it kind of, it's got style, but it's also got that sporty flair to it.
And for anybody that's worried about the V6, blah, blah, going to the Turbo 4, I got to go to Indianapolis for training the other day. This thing flies. It's got way more power and torque than the V6 does. So everybody's going to love that. Everybody's going to love it.
I know we have quite a lineup for people that want this vehicle. It is in demand, and every level of them are actually on everybody's list. So let's dive into this one and what makes the Limited special. And let's just start tires and the bed.
Yeah, so your Limited is your street cruiser. It's your highway vehicle, right? That's your loaded up truck, leather, heated seats, cooled seats, but it's going to have a highway suspension, a highway tire, that more traditional chrome look with the chrome wheels, you know? This is going to be the truck for somebody that wants a truck, but they're going to do a lot of highway driving. Maybe it's their mobile office. So it's got a little bit of everything you could possibly want. So all the Limiteds are going to have the larger iForce motor, not the Max. We'll get to that later on the hybrid side, but all your Limiteds are going to come standard with the larger motor, plenty of torque, over 300 pounds, and low RPMs. You have to remember, this is a turbo 4-cylinder, same cylinders as what's in the Highlander, but this is a truck motor. It's a completely different motor. It's made to do truck things, tow, be aggressive, torque at low RPMs for towing. I mean, your max torque rating on these is between 1,600 and 1,700 RPMs. That's insane to have that much max torque that soon. So when you guys get to drive it, you're going to love this thing.
Oh, I am sure it is going to be great behind the wheel. Now let's step forward.
Yeah.
And let's check out the cab.
Yeah, power running boards on a Limited. You'll see the wood grain trim. You'll find one of the things Toyota always specializes on, especially when you get up to the Limited trim, all your soft touch materials, anywhere that an elbow is going to go or your arm's going to touch, is always going to be of the utmost elegance when you get in a Toyota. And on a Limited, they even take that a step further. You've got tons of interior tech on this. This is what the previous model Tacoma was lacking. Larger screens, cockpit design, Safety Sense 3.0 now. So you've got the lane departure warning, the pre-collision systems, low speed pedestrian. You've got the blind spot monitor. You've got emergency braking. So even though it's a truck and it's tough and it does truck things, safety is still always at the forefront of Toyota's mind. So it's going to have that standard on every Tacoma, not just a Limited. You go into the SR, it still has that Safety Sense 3.0. And that includes even adaptive cruise control. For those of you who don't know, adaptive cruise control, it's full range, first of all, which is from 0 to whatever. So it can slow you all the way down to a stop. Adaptive cruise control, you set your cruise at like 70, 75. You come up on somebody doing slower than you, your truck will match their pace automatically. You don't have to do anything. And that's even standard on your entry levels. Toyota always feels like you shouldn't have to spend more money to get the safety packages to stay alive, right? And I happen to believe in that philosophy.
And actually, that fits really well. We just had a customer who said that they were going to buy the Limited to retire so that they could travel. And they were going to put the topper on the back, and that was going to be their travel vehicle as they explored the country. And that says a lot. If you are ready to buy a truck to tour the country in, you know that you're going to be comfortable, you know you're going to be safe, and you know that truck is going to last and take on whatever you come to.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Limited, like I said, highway rated suspension. So they're going to have that smoothness. You got plenty of cargo space. You got the bed, put the topper on it. The back seat on this thing, again, I'm not the largest guy in the world. I'm only 5'9". I can fit back here just fine. It's great. And this is going to be a good road trip car. These seats are completely adjustable so they can fold them however they want to. On your gas trims, you'll have a little bit of under seat storage. If you go up to the hybridized, that's where the batteries are going to be, so you'll lose that under seat storage. But man, the power on that one is going to be insane.
But really, if you're a passenger, I know riding back in trucks when I was younger as a kid, I was like, oh, I don't want to sit back there. But this is like, basically they took the front seats and put them in the back.
Yeah,
I mean, it's great.
The same size configuration from the previous model year carried over, so they did a great job of configuring that and still keeping all that space there for people. So, and that's important.
So a truck could be a family vehicle.
Absolutely, we see it time and time again. This is the family hauler for a lot of Americans. Yeah.
Yes.
And that's why 19 years in a row, the Tacoma has been the #1 selling compact truck in America. It just hits all the nails in the box. You know, Toyota's philosophy on this is there's a truck for everybody. And this is the truck for somebody that wants that family hauler with the luxury. So.
Hey, I'm a sports car fan, but I never thought I wanted a truck until I saw one of these, and now it's on my list.
Yeah, it'll come down. It's powered. Here, watch. I'll show you. This thing's amazing. It's going to go back up because it encountered resistance. It's a built-in safety thing. This is powered. And then you unload your truck. You take all your stuff out of it. You bump it with your knee, and it'll go back up. I would say a woman thought of that. Guys don't think that way, so that is an amazing thing they came up with. And you can also lower it here. There's a button in the tail lights, and this is on the upper trim levels, of course. But yeah, you have a power rear lift gate, which is pretty insane. All your Tacomas are going to have the tow on that too, so that's standard on all your upper trim levels.
And the bed is just, it's great. They already thought of everything. You don't have to get extra protection for it because they've already thought that through. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for what's new at Newbold. And if you haven't learned more about getting on the wait list for this awesome Tacoma or any of the lines of the Tacoma, not just the Limited, check us out so you don't lose your spot as they're coming in. See you next time.